change my mind, but Mama tried. Howdy, 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 howdy. Merle Haggard's great song, Mama Tried. Back in 1968, I bought this album, the Mama Tried album. He's wearing like prison garb, you know, with the hat. And it's kind of based on a true story because he did time in prison for a few years. And he wrote a song kind of about it. He didn't do life. You know, he's only been there for, I think, 3 years. But anyway, this song became a Grammy Hall of Famer in 1999. So, I mean, it's an important song. And it's been done by a lot of people, a bluegrass style, by Third Time Out, a great band. You should check them out. And I've got it here in, you notice I'm capoed at 2, 2nd fret, C shape, out of C shape, so it's in the key of D. That's where I sing it. It's most comfortable anyway. So not a whole lot. What we're going to do this time, though, which is kind of not the same as my other videos, which more or less stayed on the first 4 frets. We're going closer to the nosebleed section. We're going to go up to the 5th and even the 7th fret, up to 7th fret. The chords here are the ones, from the capo, C shape, F shape, back to a C shape, but kind of this C shape where you bar. I only barred the two strings, the 5th fret, and the F shape, which is a D shape moved up 3. This is an F chord right here, but again, I'm only fingering the first 2 strings. So those are the shapes. Now there's some hammers. No, actually just the one, right at the beginning. F. Move it up. I got these 2 fingers playing the 1st and 2nd strings at the 5th fret. Here's that F. I'm using the middle and the pinky, because I'm so used to using this shape with those 2 fingers. See. So anyway, that's you can use the ring and the pinky if you want. Mine don't separate very well. By the way, you know, try some of these stretches. Get your picking fingers nice and flexible. So we're on the F at the 7th fret. Back down to that C. Now we had this C with the pinky. Let that pinky off. Fret the 3rd fret, the 1st string, to get that note. Well, I'd do that again. Starts again, but different pattern. Now we go back to that first pattern we used in the first part. Back to that C. It's kind of syncopated here. That's a G7 or G. Whenever you see a chord, like, how can I explain this without sounding, making it the easy way out? But when you see a chord like a G6, you don't know how to play it. You're on the run. You're in the middle of a jam and you can't stop to figure it out. Knock the number off at the end of the chord notation. So G6. Forget the 6. Just play G. It works. The 6 is an added note to the regular G chord. And this, like I said, this is a G7 because I've added the F from the capo, the F on the first string. But see, you didn't know G7 at this position, so just play G. Like, I mean, if you're doing accompaniment with a guitar or a banjo, whatever, you can knock the 7 off and just play that G chord. But anyway, here. So you're on a G, then you hit the open 3rd string. Here's the lead in back to C. Tag lick at the end, right? Easy, once you know how to do it, it's easy. All right, what have we got? 1 hammer to start, 1st string to 2nd fret, open the 2nd. These 2 hammers, the Foggy Mountain Breakdown hammers. No, not that one. But at those hammers, yes. In the last slide at the end towards the going back to C. Hammer on the tag lick. All right, I'm going to display this tab. And good luck with this one. It's a classic. See you later.